NFC champion.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege. And I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw on second down is Hurts. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will score. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
On second down, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. That is Ferguson in motion. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll run on second down. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Prescott on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. On the toss, they'll run. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Prescott now. This one caught at the 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A run now on second down, and he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal. Here's Dak to throw. That one taken in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, they snap it to Dak. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw is Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
It's 4th down.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Prescott. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Dak to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position like where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Mingo, the man in motion. 2nd down, Prescott. Catch is made, that's Mingo. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Slot man in motion right. 3rd and short. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. That is Ferguson in motion. The open man is Tolbert. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. To throw is Prescott. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Inside the 10, it is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Dallas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure of that return. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Down the left sideline. Racing to the end zone. And what effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee. And take this up. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Mingo, the man in motion. On second down, it's Dak. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Now Dak on fourth down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Fourth down, here's Dak. That'll be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And First and 10. To throw is Dak. Pass brought in by Ferguson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly. A gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On second down, they'll run. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up to the 42.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. That is Ferguson in motion. Back to throw is Prescott. This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Prescott on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. They'll throw again. Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Here's a second and 9. Dak to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Prescott. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man down the field is Turpin. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Second down, Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just...
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air again. Prescott. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Now, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You have to give them...
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Prescott from the gun on third down. That's into the hands of Mingo. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard. give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Prescott. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. First down, Prescott. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Pistol now for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Again, Prescott to the air. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mingo, the man in motion. Prescott again. The open man is Tolbert. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Prescott now. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dak. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And the Cowboys are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw is Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Cowboys! He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. Here's Prescott. He'll go right and find his running back. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. So we've seen it time and time again in this one, using him extensively in the pass game from the start. And in fact, he has just set the NFL record. That's the most receiving yards by a running back in a single game. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. The Eagles offense getting to work. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A hit, And he has lost the football. The Cowboys have it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Up the middle they go. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10? Here we go. One final play. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Cowboys. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.